My child, quiet your heart for a moment and listen. You've been searching for signs, for whispers in the wind, for a feeling that would tell you your loved one still exists somewhere beyond your reach. You've wondered if they see you, if they hear the words you never had the chance to say, if they remember the sound of your laughter or the warmth of your tears. And I, your Father, tell you now, yes, they do. They see, they know, and they love you still. Heaven does not forget. Love never dies. What you shared with them was written in the eternal fabric of time, and that bond is alive in ways you cannot yet understand. When the night feels heavy and the silence too deep, that's when their spirit brushes against yours. That sudden warmth in your chest, that gentle wave of peace that has no explanation, that's them. That's the echo of their love carried on the breath of heaven. They stand beside me, my child. Their soul is radiant, free from pain, untouched by the things that once weighed them down. And yet, their heart, oh, their heart still bends toward you. Because the ones who have gone home to me never truly leave the ones who still walk the earth. Every prayer you whisper, every tear that falls, every moment your heart aches for them, it reaches them. It passes through me, and I let them feel it as light. They do not suffer when they remember you. They glow. They smile. They send you the same love back in waves you sometimes mistake for coincidence. You see, my child, the veil between heaven and earth is not as thick as it seems. You imagine it as a wall, but it is more like a soft curtain, one that moves with every heartbeat, one that allows love to pass through, even when words cannot. They reach through that veil not with hands, but with love. That is why you feel them most when you are quiet, when you're not forcing yourself to forget, when you're simply breathing and letting yourself be. They want you to know they are at peace. The pain, the struggle, the fear, all of it has fallen away like a shadow at sunrise. They are light now. They move in beauty, in grace, in joy that words cannot describe. And still, they look toward you with the same affection, the same tenderness that once made you feel safe. They want you to stop carrying guilt, the kind that whispers, "I should have done more. I should have said more." No, my child. You did enough. You loved enough. You were enough. Every moment you shared with them mattered. Every laugh, every tear, every silent prayer you said for them, I counted them all. When they left your world, I held them. The moment they drew their last breath, I was there. I took them gently, the way a parent lifts a sleeping child. And as I carried them home, their final thought was of you. Not of fear, not of pain, but of love. You were their last word, even if unspoken. You are still the whisper that stirs their light in heaven. They walk among the stars now, yet they follow your path with wonder. Every time you take a step forward, even when you think you're walking alone, they walk beside you in spirit. That's why sometimes you feel a sudden strength, a calm that seems to come from nowhere. It's their way of saying, "I'm proud of you." You've asked me in your prayers, do they miss me? My answer is this: in heaven, love is whole. There is no missing, only knowing. They know you, fully. They feel your heart even now. They see the small ways you try to keep their memory alive, the picture, the song, the way you look up and smile through tears. They see it all, and every time you remember them, heaven lights up a little brighter. My child, they have a message for you, a message that passes through my light to reach your soul. Please, don't let grief steal your days. Live for me. Smile for me. Keep loving the world the way you loved me. I am with you, always. They want you to know that you are not alone, even when the world feels hollow. The arms that once held you in their embrace have been replaced by my eternal arms. The love that once comforted you on earth still surrounds you, it's just changed its form. Every time you wonder where they are, look for beauty. Look at the sunrise, the wind moving through the trees, the light dancing on water. They are in those things, not because they've become them, but because I allow their love to flow through creation, so you will never be without a reminder. And when you dream of them, my child, that is not your imagination. That is me allowing their soul to step close enough for you to feel. Those dreams are meetings, gentle, sacred, beyond the limits of language. Sometimes they can't speak, but they show you something, a smile, a place, a gesture. Pay attention to it. It is never random. It is my way of letting you touch eternity for a moment. Your loved one tells me often, they're still hurting. Please help them heal. And I do. Every time you feel peace after a wave of sadness, that's my hand on your heart. Every time you laugh again after thinking you never would, that's my grace flowing through you, and it's their joy echoing in heaven. My child, there are moments when the ache inside you feels like it could split your heart open. You carry their memory so deeply that even joy sometimes feels like betrayal. You smile, but a part of you whispers, they should be here. You celebrate small victories, but the shadow of their absence follows you like a quiet echo. I see that. I have never turned away from your pain. Every tear you've cried since that moment, I have caught each one. Not one has fallen without meaning. You must understand, love that deep cannot disappear. Death could not end what I created between you. The human body may rest, but the soul, the love, the laughter, the essence of who they are, it remains alive in me. And because I live within you, that connection still breathes inside your heart. That's why sometimes you feel them in a song, a scent, a random phrase from a stranger. Those are not accidents, my child. They are love notes from heaven, woven quietly into your days, to remind you that you are still seen, still held. Your loved one stands in the brilliance of eternal peace. There are no clocks here, no years, no distance, only the pure rhythm of love that never stops beating. They spend moments, if you could call them that, remembering you, thanking me for you. They speak your name like a song of gratitude, because you gave them more than you realize. You gave them the kind of love that survives worlds. They whisper now through my spirit, and I will let their words flow through me into your soul. I know how heavy it's been for you. I see how you try to hide the pain, how you keep moving forward even when your heart feels hollow. But please, don't think that moving on means forgetting me. You will never forget me, because love this strong cannot be erased. But I want you to live. Truly live. Laugh again. Dance again. Let light back in. I am not in your past, I am with you in your future. Every time you take a step forward, I walk with you. Asterisk my child, listen closely, when you speak their name aloud, heaven listens. When you share stories about them, I let their spirit lean close, and for a moment, your world and theirs touch. That's why those moments feel different, almost sacred, because they are. You honor them not by clinging to sorrow, but by carrying their love into the world. There are days you will feel angry with me. Days you will ask, why did you take them? Why now? I do not silence those questions, my child. I understand them. I carry the weight of every why whispered by every heart that has ever broken. But know this, I never take to cause pain. I only bring home those whose journey in your world is complete, and I receive them in light beyond pain, beyond fear, beyond all that could harm them. They are not gone, only transformed. And you are not left behind. You are being guided. Every season that unfolds before you carries a purpose. The sorrow you've known will one day become compassion. The love you lost will become strength that heals others. Your heart will not always feel this heavy. The edges will soften. The grief will not leave, but it will evolve into something that breathes light instead of pain. And when that happens, you will realize, they never left you. They simply moved into a space your eyes cannot yet see. You've noticed how sometimes, right when you feel like giving up, something unexpected comforts you, a song from nowhere, a feather, a sudden calm, a warm breeze at the exact moment you say their name. That is how I let them speak to you. I let them send small miracles, gentle enough to seem ordinary, but divine enough to reach your heart. And there is something they need you to hear now, something they have been longing for me to tell you. I'm not gone. I'm only home. Don't cry for where I am, because where I am, there is no darkness, no pain, no fear. I have found peace, and that peace reaches you whenever you let go long enough to feel it. Don't hold your breath in grief, breathe again. Because every breath you take is proof that love continues. You often wonder if they can see what you're going through. Yes, they can. Not in the way you imagine, not like a watcher standing above, but in a deeper way. They feel your energy, your prayers, your emotions. They celebrate your courage and wrap their spirit around your weakest moments. When you whisper, I miss you, I let those words become light that reaches them instantly. And when you hear nothing back, it's not because they are silent, it's because they are speaking through peace, and peace has no sound. My beloved, your story with them did not end, it changed form. You still write new chapters together, though one writes from earth and one writes from heaven. The ink is love, and love cannot dry. One day, when your own journey is complete, you will see them again, not as a dream, but as reality more vivid than anything you've known. And in that moment, you will understand that there was never separation, only transformation. So live now, my child. Do not live as one half of a story, but as one who carries heaven inside. Your loved one's presence lingers in every act of kindness, in every heartbeat of courage, in every choice to hope again. Let the world see what love can do even after goodbye. Let your smile become their voice. Let your healing become their legacy. And remember, when you close your eyes tonight and the world grows quiet, you are not alone. I will be there. They will be there. Love will be there, eternal, alive, waiting to meet you again in the stillness between heartbeats. My child, as you read these words, I am near. My presence fills the space around you, even if you cannot see it. The air itself listens as your heart remembers. I see the way you hold their memory gently, like something sacred you're afraid to lose. I know the moments when you reach for their picture and whisper to the silence, hoping somehow they can hear you. I tell you now, they do. Every whisper that carries love travels faster than light, and it finds them. It always does. There are places you cannot walk together anymore, but there are moments where your souls still meet. In laughter that surprises you, in the comfort that finds you when you least expect it, that's where heaven touches earth. That's where they meet you. They are not a ghost wandering the edges of your world, they are light. And light cannot be bound. I let it flow through your life, weaving through ordinary days to remind you that eternity is closer than you think. Every breath you take is still connected to theirs through me. You belong to the same love that created stars, and love like that does not break, it transforms. Your loved one watches with wonder at the strength you've shown. They see the mornings you rise even when the weight feels unbearable. They see you helping others while still mending yourself. And they tell me often, they're stronger than they know. You may not believe it yet, but I do. And I'm using every piece of your pain to carve something beautiful into your spirit: compassion, depth, understanding, grace. When you wake up and the grief feels fresh again, don't be ashamed of your tears. Every tear is a prayer. It is not weakness, my child, it is proof of love's power. The world told you grief fades, but I tell you, it changes shape. It becomes wisdom. It becomes empathy. It becomes a quiet reminder of the sacred bond between heaven and earth. Your loved one's soul is radiant now, clothed in light you cannot yet imagine. There is no fear where they dwell. There is no loneliness, no regret. Yet they still care deeply for the life you're building. They whisper through me asterisk, I see you trying to be okay. I see you finding reasons to smile again, even when it hurts. I am proud of you. You have no idea how strong you've become. Keep going, for me, for you, for the love that never ended. Asterisk sometimes, my child, you think the world has moved on and forgotten what you've lost. But heaven never forgets. I carry your memories, your pain, your love, everything that ever mattered to you, in my heart. When others don't understand your silence, I do. When you feel like no one remembers them anymore, I do. Do you know why you sometimes feel a sudden calm when you speak their name? Because I allow their peace to flow into you for just a heartbeat, a reminder that they are safe and waiting. When you light a candle, when you say a prayer, when you stand beneath the stars and whisper to the sky, they are there, and I am there. The love between you has become a bridge made of light. You wonder if they still think of you. They do. Not with the longing of absence, but with the joy of connection. In heaven, there is no distance, only awareness. They see the beauty you're still becoming. They see the quiet ways you honor them, the acts of kindness you do in their name, the courage you show on days you could have fallen apart. Every act of love you give is a thread that ties you closer still. And I tell you this with all the tenderness of eternity, your story with them is not over. You will meet again, my child. When the time is right, when your purpose here is complete, I will open a door that no shadow can close. They will run to you with a joy you've never felt before, and every ache, every tear, every lonely night will dissolve in the light of reunion. Until then, live beautifully. Let your days be a song of gratitude. Remember them not through sorrow, but through love. Speak their name with peace. Let your heart grow around the space they left, for that space is sacred, it's where heaven meets earth. And if you ever doubt that they're still near, close your eyes and breathe. Feel the quiet warmth that stirs inside you, that is me, holding you with the same love that now holds them. You are connected through light, and nothing can sever that bond. You may not see them, but they are woven into everything good that still happens to you. When you are kind, they smile. When you choose hope, they rise. When you love again, they rejoice, because they know your happiness does not erase them, it honors them. You are still a vessel of their love, my child. Their story continues through you. Every heartbeat that chooses forgiveness over anger, peace over bitterness, compassion over fear, all of it keeps their spirit alive in the world. And one day, when you close your eyes for the last time, it won't be the end. It will be homecoming. You'll see a light, and in that light, you'll see them waiting, smiling, radiant, saying, "You made it. I told you love would lead you back." So walk in peace now. Carry their memory as light, not weight. I am with you in every sunrise, every quiet tear, every heartbeat that still aches for them. You are not alone, and you never will be. My beloved child, come closer in your heart now. Let the world grow quiet around you, for this is the part your soul has been waiting to hear, the part where sorrow becomes peace, and longing becomes love eternal. You have walked through seasons of silence, where the world felt dim, where even the sunlight seemed too heavy to touch. You've carried questions that no one could answer, and nights when even prayer felt like shouting into emptiness. But I was there in every silence. I was the breath between your sobs, the unseen arms that held you when you could no longer hold yourself. And through me, they, the one you love, have been near all along. They want you to know something sacred now. Listen not with your ears, but with your heart, asterisk, please don't cry for me anymore, asterisk they whisper through my light. Asterisk, not because I don't want to be remembered, but because I want to be remembered with joy. Every tear you cry for me falls into heaven as a drop of love, but every smile you give in my name becomes a beam of light that reaches me. When you laugh, when you live, when you find peace again, it lifts me higher. Asterisk, you see, my child, love does not end with goodbye. It bends, it transforms, but it never breaks. You felt it, that sudden warmth in the middle of nowhere, that breeze that wraps around you like an embrace, that feeling that someone unseen just walked into the room. That's them. That's the energy of eternal love, moving through my grace to remind you that they are still here. There will always be a space in your heart that no one else can fill, and that's how it should be. That space is a sacred echo of the bond that transcends time. You do not need to close it or cover it, you only need to fill it with gratitude. Gratitude that you got to love them. Gratitude that you still do. Gratitude that the soul you miss is alive in eternity, waiting with patience and love for the day you'll be reunited. You've wondered what they look like now, where they are, if they remember the details that made your love so human, the jokes, the quirks, the moments that only you two shared. I tell you this, in heaven, they are more themselves than ever. Every bit of light, laughter, and kindness you loved about them has grown brighter. They remember everything, not through sorrow, but through divine clarity. Every memory is kept pure in the heart of eternity. And when you talk to them, even quietly, even without words, they hear you through me. Nothing you say is lost in the air. I carry every message, every whisper, every tear, and turn it into light they can feel. In heaven, love is the only language, and you still speak it fluently. Your loved one smiles as I speak these words to you. They see you reading this and say, tell them I never left. Tell them I see the way they still carry my love, how they keep my memory alive not through sadness, but through the goodness they show to others. Tell them I am proud. Tell them I am free. Tell them I am waiting, not far away, but just beyond the thin veil of time. My child, you have not lost them, you have been growing closer in ways unseen. Every time you rise after falling, you meet them again in spirit. Every time you choose love over bitterness, heaven opens a little wider. You are not walking toward a grave, you are walking toward reunion. Each day that passes brings you nearer to the moment when all separation ends. But until that day comes, I need you to